this is my drummer. This is Luke DeJames. And this is my guitar player, Philip Howard.
Hello.
Don't act so happy. I mean, come on.
They're happy to be.
Yes. How long have you been working with them?
Let's see. Philip. Help me out here.
Like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
About
I
3 or 4
know
years.
about 3 years with Luke because you played with me for the first time at the Hall of
At
Fame.
the Hall of Fame show.
And that was
Well-
about 3 years ago.
Yep.
Well, we've known each other probably since 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, and played in different groups, and we'd play shows together and stuff like that too.
So tell us how you got to this. Where did this whole thing come from where you wanted to go to Nashville and be a singer? How did that start? I know it started with WKML.
Well, I mean, you know, well, you guys were in the picture in the beginning, and literally in the picture, I guess.
You have a picture of you and Don Chase, don't you?
I may have somewhere, but the contest that I want to put it on Instagram as my Throwback Thursday, but with the Tim McGraw concert, it was the Where the Green Grass Grows CD everywhere, I think. That I won that talent show at the fair and went to that, but yeah, I guess the whole journey probably in my head started when I was wanting to be in pageants, and basically I just wanted to win a crown.
Like Little Miss Salemberg?
Yes, Salemberg. And, you know, I sang Shania Twain, If You're Not In It For Love. I'd always been a dancer, and when I had won the title, I had to give up my title. You have to do a talent, and so I just up and decided I wanted to sing. My mom thought I was crazy, and she's like, "Are you sure that's what you want to do?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'd never sing anywhere but church, so I started practicing, and we got the karaoke tape, and we went to all over, probably Fayetteville, Lumberton, to all these little shops that sold pageant dresses, you know, or pageant attire. And I found like a blue jean skirt that had like a ruffle or something on the bottom of it, and then like a black leather vest that had fringes on it with a white, you know, your typical,
I have
you
one
know.
of those.
I feel like during that era, I felt like that's what country stars were supposed to wear.
Yeah,
Like,
you were channeling Reba or
you know,
Shania.
yeah. So I had the whole get up, and I got up there and had the whole all that routine down. And after I performed, everybody was like, "What? We never knew she could sing." Like, it's the first time they'd ever heard me do that, and I was like, "I love this." Because they all stood up and started clapping and cheering. I'm like, maybe I'm good. I don't know. But yeah, from there, I guess everyone was just like, "You need to start performing out." And so, literally anything my mom could find that had talent as a category in a contest, I was in it. I would not be in a pageant unless talent was a category. And so every school talent show, every community, regional, state, whatever, I was in it. Just kind of was like lit a fire. So ever since then, I've been working my way up to going there.
So did you know when you graduated from high school this is what you wanted to do?
Oh yeah, I did, and I was ready to move to Nashville then, but there was a lady that my mom had met. She worked for a man, can't think of his first name, Mearshak is his last name. He owned Nashville Nightlife in Nashville, and she had just started working for him, and it kind of came up in conversation one day that I sang, and he's like, "Oh, well, I own like a bar performance venue in Nashville, and there's a lady that brings in talent for us that you should probably introduce Brittany to." And so he gave the contact info, and we touched base. And at this point, I was with a talent agency. So the talent agency in South Carolina was sending me to Nashville a couple of times to do some stuff. And so while I was there, because she lived in Nashville too, we met. And, you know, I was telling her what I was wanting to do, that I wanted to move to Nashville. And she was like, "Well, I think you definitely have the goods, but I think you need to go to college and, you know, move here after that." And so I agreed. My mom agreed. And so I went to college.
You really agreed?
Well, I don't know. I think
After a while.
After a while, yeah. You know, it seemed like a good plan. Everybody's always like, you got to have backup plans. So I'm thinking, oh, well, okay, I can, you know. So did that whole college thing. And as soon as I graduated, I had an interview because I got my degree in social work, school social work. And so I had an interview here in Fayetteville at Fayetteville Academy. And I went to that, and I walked out that day and immediately called my mother and said, I'm moving to Nashville. I don't want to do this the rest of my life. And she's like, okay. So I graduated May 2007, moved to Nashville July 5th, 2007. So 2 months, yeah. And been there ever since.
How different is it there once you got there than what you thought it was going to be?
Oh,
Of
gosh.
what you had to do?
Well, when I first moved there, I thought, man, I could, this music row, I can just walk up and down the street and just hand out my CD. And
That's exactly how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this would be a piece of cake. Yeah, right. Just chunk it right in the trash can. If they let you in the door.
How many of those do you think they get a day?
Oh, gosh. A girl I know, Rebecca, works at Curb, and she says they have boxes that come in every day. And it's just like, your CD, it might get looked at, but 9 times out of 10, it chunks.
So from our side, everybody who moves to Nashville can sing, and everybody wants to do this. What
Seems that way.
is going to set Brittany apart?
That's a good question. Put me on the spot. I think I bring it back, like, it seems to me like everybody in Nashville has that same sound right now, and I'm different, and that's kind of why it's so hard for me to, like, fit in with what is being, like, produced out of Nashville. And I think I have what most people are trying to hear again. And so it's just getting it back to where people are actually willing to accept that again. And I think it's getting there. There's definitely some changes like we can see it in music that's being released now, but I think I'm definitely true country. I love 90s country. I will listen to it all day long, every day long.
We've had a couple of videos. One of them was on Zeus Country.
It was.
Did you see yourself on TV?
I did.
Yeah, how was that?
Kind of weird. Well, you know, I've been in a couple of music videos, but as like an extra person. And so I'd never actually had one where I was the main focus. So it was really weird to see me actually singing on TV, but I saw it for the first time on TV at work. So I was sitting there, and we had like a flat screen in our break room, and so I told everybody, I was like, all right, here's the time that it's going to be on today. We all have to watch it. So they turn the TV on, and everybody starts gathering in the kitchen like 5 minutes before, like they're ready. And so it comes on, and we're all just like, she's on there.
You have a beautiful new song, and the video is beautiful too. So what's it like hearing it on WKML?
Oh my God. I told my mom, I was like, I think I just like, I don't know, had a mini like heart attack inside, and I was like, I started tearing up, and it was just weird because, you know, I grew up listening to WKML, and it was funny. I put some of this stuff online, but I also talked about it with my mom. I was like, you remember how like her bedroom in our house, we have like a small house, and so my bedroom was here, and hers was right across the hall from mine. So in the mornings when she'd wake me up for school, it was like routine. She had WKML on the radio, and it would be announcing the birthdays, and then they'd do the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm sitting there brushing my teeth, listening to all this, you know, and it's just like, that's what we did. And so to actually hear my song on the radio, on WKML, was pretty cool.
Being in Nashville, you probably run into musicians all the time. What's been your favorite encounter so far?
So I'm like the biggest Martina fan on the planet, and I was at Station Inn one night listening to Rhonda Vincent and RPM 55, and or whatever that is. Anyways, so I was sitting there listening to her sing, and a few minutes later she goes, well, I have a special guest in the audience I'm going to bring up. It was a small place anyway, and she's like, Martina, can you come on up? And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm there by myself, and so I'm like freaking out, and so I tapped the girl beside me. I was like, just in case I pass out, this is why. And she's like, okay. And so Martina gets up and sings with Rhonda Vincent, and I'm like, of course, taking pictures like a super fan. And afterwards, I'm like, I cannot leave here without saying something to her because this may be my only ever opportunity to say anything to Martina. So I walk over, and I'm like, I know she's going to be annoyed because she's just trying to hang out, and I know. And I walk over, and her husband was standing there, and I could tell she was like trying to like not engage because a bunch of people had been up trying to get her autograph. And I was like, I just wanted to shake her hand. I didn't want her autograph. And I was like, hi, I'm Brittany. And then like the rest of that was probably just babble. I'm really not sure what I said to her, but at the end she was like, well, good luck. Thank you. You know. And I was like, okay, bye.
What's been your biggest it moment so far? A moment where you felt like you were completely validated in all the work that you've done?
Well, I don't know if I've actually reached exactly that point, but a pretty high point was when I was on WSM, you know, home of the Grand Ole Opry, and that was a pretty cool moment for them to play the first song that I released, and then I played a song live on air, and you know, musicians that I respect in town, everybody listens to that station in Nashville, like the older, like, you know, the meat of Nashville, and a lot of them commented, like, sent me messages on Facebook, you sounded awesome on WSM this morning, and I'm thinking, wow, people were actually up listening, because it was kind of early, and,
You were on the morning show?
mm-hmm,
Okay.
Yep,
With Charlie Manos.
yep, so.
Those guys are great.
They are.
Bill and Charlie are great.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's awesome. It was fun. I liked it.
Well, we're hanging around my office with Brittany McLamb. Go see her tomorrow night.